Hello my loves and welcome to today's video, and it is that time of the month again when I do my monthly thrift haul. If you don't know and you've not seen these videos before, basically during the month every week on a Wednesday I go out with my mum and we go charity shopping and we have a look in charity shops, which is the English version of a thrift store. And yeah, we pick up some bargains, and then at the end of every month I collect it all together and I show you guys what I found and how much they were. So I'm going to start with the clothes that I bought this month, and the first thing that I got is this, and I absolutely love it. It's this shirt here. So it's just like a black shirt with red and blue and pink sort of flowers all over it, like raspberry pink flowers. It's got this weird neckline, so it's sort of like this, and then the back is sort of like a racer back almost, and then it's got this string here that you tie up at the front. I wore this to a party on Saturday. We went out for my brother-in-law's birthday, and it's also longer at the back, so it's got like a dip hem at the back, and it's really good. It made me feel really pretty, really slim. It's very, very slimming, and it just looked really, really nice on, and that was 50p. What I will do is I will list all of the products down below, and if I can try and find it online, obviously by the brand name, then I will let you know. And yeah, okay, the next thing I got were these. Now I got these, may seem like an odd thing to buy, but I got these for a very good reason. I have a striped dress in there that I absolutely adore. It's like a sort of summer dress thing, and I absolutely adore it. Unfortunately, because of its like the cut at the bottom, if I bend down or lean down, you can see everything. So I thought, well, I can get myself some like black knicker shorts to wear underneath, so that if I do bend over, it doesn't really matter too much. So these are just a pair of black knicker shorts. They are very, very short. I would not wear these on their own. They're just cotton and plain black, and so yeah, I picked these up again for, I actually paid 25p for these because like shorts and stuff were on half price, so I paid 25p for these again in St Michael's Hospice. And I also found these, and again, these are more like slobbing at home, wearing underneath something, pyjama type shorts, and they're just these really cool like patterned, and again, these are very, very short, but they're nice and they're pretty, they're really patterned. They've got like this little frill along the bottom, and again, I got those when I got the black ones, so they were 25p as well. And I also got two of the same tops because they had them as like a set, and they're these. So this is the blue one, and I also got a white one, and they've got like this really low neckline. My mum actually bought them herself, and she didn't like them because they were too low, but so yeah, these are really, really loose. They're really, really nice. They're really good when it's nice and cool because they give you lots of air, and they're also very, very comfortable. Even though they're this sort of weird polyester texture, they're quite like stretchy, but yeah, they're really comfortable. And finally, the last thing I got were these, and I picked these up again for St Michael's Hospice, and I paid £4 for these, and they're brand new, and they're a pair of Lonsdale grey high-topped trainers. Now, I only own one pair of trainers. They're my blue Nikes, and I wanted to get another pair because obviously I wear my blue ones all the time, and I wanted to get another pair just to sort of take the pressure off my Nike ones. And as I said, these were brand new, and I only paid £4 for them. They literally weren't worn when I bought them, and they're really, really comfortable. I have worn them a couple of times, and I think they'll be really nice in the autumn, like for going out for walks and stuff. So yes. And the other thing that I got it's jewellery, it's not actually clothing, but it sort of fits into the wearing thing, is this. Now, I picked this up yesterday when I was out with my mum, and this is a golden snitch necklace. Now, as many as you know, I am a massive Harry Potter nerd. I love it. It's just the best thing ever, and I actually already have 3 Harry Potter necklaces. I have an always necklace, which is what Snape says about Lily. So I've got that one. I've also got a time turner, and now I've got my snitch, and this was 50p. I forgot to mention the 2 t-shirts were 50p each, so I paid £1 for the 2. And yeah, so I absolutely love this. It's my favourite. And now finally, normally the biggest section of my thrift hauls, I tend to buy nearly all of my books from charity shops because they're 50p, and who really cares if they're not in great condition? And then afterwards I tend to send them back, and unless they're one of my collections. So yeah, and the first one is the one that I'm reading at the moment, and it's this. It's called The Madonna of the Almonds, and this is written by an Italian writer called Marina Fiorato, sorry, and she did another one called The Glassblower of Murano, which I've read and I absolutely loved. So when I saw this, I thought I've got to have it. I will say now, all of my books cost 50p each. Sometimes less. I think one of these was 25. No, one of them was 25p from another shop. But anyway, so yeah, I picked this up. I'm reading it at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I adore Italy and everything about it, the culture, the food, the language, everything. So whenever I get a chance to read about Italy, I will. Okay, the next 2 are by the same author, so I'm just going to run them together, and they're books by Dinah Jefferies. If you don't know, Dinah Jefferies is a writer whose most of her stories are based in the 1930s, 1940s, and they're really good. And the first one is this. This is The Tea Planter's Wife, and this is based in modern-day Sri Lanka. What is now modern day Sri Lanka. This was based in the 30s and Sri Lanka was initially called Ceylon. And yeah, so basically this woman gets married, moves over there to be with her husband who runs a tea plantation, and it's about their life there and secrets and like really dark, dirty secrets. So that one's really good. Dinah Jefferies' books are really well written. I will go into more detail when I do my book club because these books appear. So, and the other one is called The Separation, and this is based in Malaysia in the 1950s in what Britain called the emergency. It's when we were being booted out of Malaysia effectively because it did used to be a British colony. So yeah, and this is about a woman who goes away to help out her sick friend, and when she comes back her husband has left with the children and gone back to England without telling her, and she then thinks they've died in a house fire because she thinks he's in a town called Ipoh and he's not, and there's a massive fire there, and she thinks they're dead for years, and eventually finds out they're not, and she eventually is reunited with them in Britain. Okay, and the last 3 books that I got, again, 2 are by the same author, 1 isn't, and the first one is by Trisha Ashley, and this is called A Winter's Tale. Trisha Ashley is a little bit in the same vein of people like Carol Matthews and Jojo Moyes, and things like that. So yeah, I haven't read these yet, but I will let you know if they're any good. And the second one that I got by her is A Good Heart is Hard to Find. I find these books very easy to read. They're almost like reading magazines for me. They're so easy to read, and yeah. And the final book that I got, this one was actually £1 because it's a gift aid, and if you don't know what gift aid is, it's a thing that they do in British charity shops whereby the things do tend to be a tad more expensive, but most of the money that you get, some of it goes towards the charity and some of it actually goes towards helping, because a lot of charities are based more for foreign and third world countries, and these ones aren't. The gift aid goes towards British charities to help out Britain. And yeah, so the last one I got is a book called Island of Secrets, and it's by an author called Patricia Wilson. Now, I've never read anything by her before, so we shall see how it goes, but from reading the back it looks really interesting. But yeah, again, I will let you know in my book club when I finally read this, guys. So yeah, that is the end of this month's thrift haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Again, I will list everything down below for you guys, and yeah, please subscribe if you did enjoy it. There is new video content here every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday for you guys, and on my blog there is new written content every Wednesday and every Sunday. I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.